All right, hello. Um, I finally got around to looking at Brad Arnold. I just haven't. The only thing that I'd seen up until this point was the birthday of Brad Arnold was interesting because it's 9/27 in reverse 7/29. 7/29 is the White Wedding. So there was something saying to me, "Oh, I probably should look at this." Anyway, I was just watching this little short from Zenith of the Alpha. And if you've ever watched Zenith of the Alpha's channel before, he's got a bunch of stuff on Eli, okay, and the number 173. Definitely worth go checking his channel out about that. But of course, this is what he's discussing in this video of his, this little short video. He's discussing this 173 being related to Eli, okay. Anyway, as soon as I saw this video and he was talking about Eli here, I'm like, wow, okay, this is making more sense. I need to go check out this dude. I need to check out Brad Arnold and see what his relationship is with Madonna. Because in iPet Goat, okay, if you see my decode on iPet Goat, this scene in iPet Goat where we have the Black Madonna, the Super Bowl trophy, what this turns out, if you watch my decode at least, this is what I turned out, is that this is to do with Madonna's Super Bowl halftime show, and the MVP in that game was Eli Manning. And if you look at the tears here on Madonna's face, it's an E, yeah, an L, and an I for Eli, the 173. Okay, can you make that out? So this is that game. Now in that game, what does she do? Madonna has got a goat headdress on and she's up on the golden eye, the golden dam. Okay, the golden Hoover Dam is what she's dancing on right at the start of this Super Bowl halftime show. Okay, now that Super Bowl takes place on 2/5. Okay, the 5th of February 2012. This number is super duper important with all of this balance stuff and just everything we've been looking at. Okay, so 2/5/25. And let me show you something interesting now about this relationship with Madonna and Brad Arnold. Okay, so this is the number jump that I just saw in um, Zenith the Alpha, and this number here. Okay, if you've not seen his stuff, if I'm not, let me explain it just so you know. This is 1 L and an E. Okay, so let's turn that number around now into a word which is Eli. Okay, hopefully you can see that. I tried to do it a bit more sort of way, it looks more like an L and an E. Okay, so that is flipped around. This spells out Eli. This number spells out Eli. Okay, with that being said, I thought we'll go look at Madonna's birthday through to his birthday, or yeah, through to his birthday. 7347. 7347. Okay, so I thought, well, let's have a look at where this ends us up, and this is what was really interesting. Is from actually what I did is I went back from 2/13/2026. That's today's date. Actually, it's gone by now. It's already gone by the midnight hour here, but we've got another hour and a half before Vegas gets to that time, gets to the midnight hour. So something could still happen tonight. Maybe. Anyway, and obviously we're looking at to do with Madonna as well. Either the Hoover Dam or Madonna. Middle of the night tonight, maybe something, maybe nothing. But we're looking at this date because this date's important. This is the date that we've been looking at, right? 213. In fact, we've been looking at a whole bunch of dates running up to this. In fact, about every other day has been really interesting with number jumps and connections. So we're in a real hotspot zone right now for Madonna, the Hoover Dam. What else? Oh, and also the silver crash, a big silver crash, or the end of the dollar, bill. Okay. Anyway, what is interesting about this 7347? So this is the number of days that's between Arnold and Madonna, right? From their between those two birthdays. If I go back from 2/13/2026, it takes me to Eli Manning's birthday, okay, but not his first birthday. This is pretty interesting as well, the fact that it takes me to his 25th birthday. Yeah? Now, when did they do their little thing together? On 2/5/2012. The Super Bowl gig was 2/5. Okay? This is his 25th birthday right here. Now that is pretty insane. And so obviously, if you go from Eli Manning's first birthday, I've got it in here somewhere. If you go from his first birthday, it's going to take you, that same number jump's going to do the opposite end of the thing, and it's going to take you to 2/13/2001. And so you go another 25 years on, and we're at yesterday's date. Okay, so what is interesting about this number is with the 213, it's encoding Eli Manning's birthday, and it's a 25-year gap as well. So it's encoding number 25 as well, which is interesting for this thing taking place on 2/5. Okay, and Madonna and Three Doors Down man, Arnold, 3 doors down, 3 doors, yeah, 3 towers that fell over. Okay, 3 doors down. Okay, and now are we looking at another connection to what is a door? Yeah, what is the Hoover Dam? Okay, put the dam in, bit like the Superman logo, yeah, right? When that is a doorway that is shut, a door going down. So are we talking about 3 gateways? 3 gateways going down. The Hoover Dam. The other gateway is the Golden Gate. That gateway. And of course you just stick the Space Needle on the other end of that as well, because that seems to be is that the other gateway, the Space Needle? I don't know, maybe, but definitely the Hoover Dam and the Golden Gate Bridge show up together all the time in films. So, and they are gateways, okay? So that's two doors down. What's the third door down? Will it be JL's Space Needle? What else did I want to show you about that? Let me show you just one more little thing. A couple more little things. So from Arnold's birthday to Eli Manning's birthday, 829, or you click on 830, but 829 is pretty interesting with our 29 birthday wedding, yeah, the wedding day number 29, and the 82 of Super Bowl this year. That's marginally interesting. I don't know if there's anything interesting. We've had a lot of 289, 982 numbers, so this is kind of interesting. 145 prime, and you can obviously do all the drop downs, and it's all interesting. Okay, one more thing to show you. Maybe this will seal the deal for you on this. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just reaching on all this stuff. January the 18th, 2004, the song released Kryptonite, okay? Let's see how long that is through to 213. 26 years, 27 days, or, quite interesting, for Madonna with the double 26 there, which we've seen a lot of for Madonna. So again, makes me think maybe Madonna in the middle of the night tonight, and maybe the Hoover Dam's coming up sometime in the future. Who knows? But 26 years, 27 days. Why is that interesting? Why is that interesting? Let's just go back to that first number jump. Yeah, his death date is what? 2726. Yeah, 2726. Okay, 2627. Kind of interesting as well, isn't it? What else do I have with him? Nothing there. Hang on. What was this last one? Oh, that's Madonna's. I don't know why I had that in there. Because of the 25 years. I was just looking. The reason why I've got Madonna's son in there, Rocco Ritchie again, is because, and I just started doing the number jumps for him, so I haven't really done anything with him yet. But the fact that 8/11/2000 and the release of the actual Kryptonite song was 1/1/8/2000. Okay, so same numerology for Rocco Ritchie's birthday and the release of the song. Okay, except we're just dealing with August the 11th instead of January the 18th. Okay, so quite a nice little flip over there with that. I'm going to leave it there. No point in wiffle waffling anymore. Hopefully that was fairly interesting. Check out Zenith of the Alpha. Check out his stuff on Eli. It's really interesting. Anyway, I think that's it. Okay, thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.